All right, geometry students, we are on 9.2, which are special right triangles. Our essential question is, what is the relationship among the side lengths of 45, 45, 90 and 30, 60, 90 triangles? So we start with the 45, 45, 90. And in a 45, 45, 90 triangle, the hypotenuse is the square root of 2 times as long as each side. So in a 45, 45, the two legs are the same size. And the hypotenuse is the length of the leg times the square root of 2. So the first example says find the value of x, write your answer in simplest form. So we look at this and we think about this formula, or this little piece of information they gave us up here. It says hypotenuse is the leg times the square root of 2. So that means x has to equal 22 times the square root of 2. It's that easy. Write it in simplest form, so we'd leave it like this, not in decimal form. And that's all you have to do. All right, and B, they give us the hypotenuse as 10 to the square root of 2. And the good thing about this is you can always use the Pythagorean theorem to figure it out if you forget it, but this is like way shorter way to do it. So if this is the case where the hypotenuse is the leg times the square root of 2, and in this case the hypotenuse is 10 to the square root of 2, we can divide both sides by the square root of 2, and we're left with the legs have to equal 10. You probably could just look at this and notice that right away, and that's fine. If I show you how to do it with the Pythagorean theorem, we would say x squared plus x squared, because a and b are the same value. So x squared plus x squared equals 10 to the square root of 2 squared. That's our c squared. So we have 2 times x squared has to equal, remember we're just kind of squaring what's inside separately. So we'd have 10 squared would be 100. Square root of 2 squared would just be 2. So we have 2x squared equals 200. If I divide both sides by 2, I'm left with x squared equals 100, which means x would have to equal 10. So again, you can use the Pythagorean theorem, but if we know the relationship between side lengths in a 45, 45, 90, then we know that we can just use those relationships that are already set from our theorem instead of having to do all that extra work. Okay. In a 30, 60, 90 triangle, the hypotenuse is twice as long as the shorter leg, and then the longer leg is the square root of 3 times as long as the shorter leg. So this picture really helps. The shortest side is always the one that is across from the 30-degree angle, just like the hypotenuse, the longest side is across from the 90-degree angle, because we know that has to be the biggest angle. So the hypotenuse is 2 times the shorter leg. This is super helpful information if you're keeping notes. I would make sure to have this highlighted or written down so you can notice or see that, okay? So it says find the values of x and y, write the answer in simplest form. So they show us the 60-degree angle. Go ahead, and that means this is the 30-degree angle, which means y is the shorter leg, which means it is half of the hypotenuse, so y has to equal 15, right? And then x is the longer leg, and then that would be the shorter hypotenuse times the square root of 3. So again, super simple. If you have that theorem to look at, very easy to figure out. Okay, it says, a warning sticker is shaped like an equilateral triangle with a side length of 4 inches. So each of these is 4, 4, 4, and 4. We know that all the angles would have to be 60 degrees because it's equilateral. It says, estimate the area of the sticker by finding the area of the equilateral triangle to the nearest tenth of an inch. Okay, so we have to figure out, in order to figure out the area, we need 1/2 the base times the height. We know the base is 4, but we don't know the height. So I'm going to go ahead and draw the line in that we need to figure out, okay? So when I draw that line in, I now split these angles. So this is now a 30-degree angle. I also know that this side, so I'm going to draw it in blue here, this has to be 2. We know that from 2 ways. We split the base in half, and we or we could use what we know about 30, 60, 90 triangles, and the shorter leg is half the hypotenuse, which in this case the hypotenuse is 4 because this is our right angle. So that means the longer leg is the, short leg is 2. The longer leg is 2 times the square root of 3, right? Longer leg. And that in this case is our height. So our area is going to be 1/2 the base times the height. So we're going to have 1/2 times the base, which is 4, because this is the entire triangle. We're talking about the base of the entire triangle. And then the height is 2 times the square root of 3. Sorry, that's a 3. And so when I multiply all this together, the 1/2 and the 2 end up canceling. So I have the area just equals 4 times the square root of 3. And it asks us to round it to the nearest 1/10 of an inch. So I'm just pulling out my phone here. And I get 6.9. 6.9 inches squared for the area. Okay. And our last one, it says, how high is the end of a 54-foot ramp when tipping angle is 30 degrees? So they show the ramp that the car is on. This is interesting. Wait. Okay, this is funny. So I'll have to go back and watch the other video. So it says, how high is the end of a 54-foot ramp when the tipping point is 30 degrees? So if this is a 30-degree angle, right? The height of the ramp is the shortest side. Why is there an 80 feet right here? That's silly. Oh, no, wait. Okay. So I don't know what this 54 is. So we're going to say that this is 80 because it can't be 54. It says it's 80 right here. Okay. So doesn't matter. So if the tipping angle is 30 degrees, that means the height is the shortest leg, and we know the shortest leg is half of the hypotenuse. So the hypotenuse in this case, I'm going to change it to 80 because this picture doesn't go with the word problem, which means the height of the ramp would have to be 40. And then we could figure out the base of the other angle would be 40 times the square root of 3. Let's just see if that's 54, just for square root of 3 equals times 40. No, it's not. So I don't have any idea where that number 54 came from. So yeah, again, just using that information about 30, 60, 90 triangles. And I promise if I write a question, it won't have 2 different numbers in it.